Hello students, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Abhilash Sinari. So today I'll continue with the lesson sets which we are doing, okay? And I'll try to slowly upload faster now, okay? Means at least in 2 days or daily, once in 2 days or daily, I'll try to upload the videos. So I'll continue. Today we'll learn subsets. Okay, so what is a subset of a set? Subset of a set means just a part of set. Okay, for example, we have set 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then you can take few elements. Either you can take all elements out, or you can take few elements out, or without taking any elements out. If you write a set, for example, I am taking few elements out. So this is subset of this now. Okay. So by definition, what is a subset? A set A is a subset of a set B if every element of A is an element of B. Okay. See now, if this is A and this is B. Now, every element of A is an element of B. See, element A, see, 1 is there in element, 1 is the element of A and 1 is element of B also. Similarly, 2 is element of A, 2 is element of B also, 3 is element of A, 3 is element of B also. So, every element of A is an element of B. Hence, A is a subset of B. We can say A is a subset of B, and we write it like this: A subset of B. And symbolically, we can define it like this: A is a subset of B if and only if A belong to A implies A belong to B. Okay, A belong to A implies A belong to B. Understood now? Every element of A, if any element is there in A, then that element must be an element of B. It is the meaning of that. Okay, and we put symbol like this: A subset of B. Whenever we say a set is a subset of other set, we put symbol like this. Okay, A subset of B. For example, you will see examples now. See, 1, 2, 3, 4 right here, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now, if you want to check whether this is subset of this, what to do? You have to just see the elements of this, and these elements are belonging to this or not. See, 1 is there here, 1 is there here also, 2 is there here, 2 is there here also, 3 is there here, 3 is there here also, 4 is there here, 4 is there here also. Okay, so every element of this belongs to this. Okay, therefore it's a subset of this. Okay, similarly, we'll check for one more example: -1, 0, 1 and 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. Now, we'll check again one by one. See, -1 doesn't belong here. Okay. So, even if one element is such that it doesn't belong to this set, then we can't say that this is a subset of this. Okay. We say that this is not a subset of this, and symbolically we write it like this: not a subset. Whenever a set is not a subset of other set, symbolically we write it like this. Understood? This means this is not a subset of. Next, let's do some more examples like this. You have to put just this or this in blank spaces. Okay, I'll write one set here, one set, that set. Okay, and I'll leave this place blank and you have to put this or this symbol. Okay, first one. See now, how to check? Is it? See, here there is 1, check here, there is 1. Then here there is 4, check here, there is 4. Here there is 5, there is 5. So this is a subset. Similarly, okay, 2, 3, 5 and there is 1, 3, 5, 7, 9. So here there is 2, but here there is no 2. Okay, so you can't say that this is a subset. Every element of this must be element of that. Okay, next. X such that x is an even natural number, and here x such that x is a natural number. Now here it is written that x is an even natural number, there it is written that x is a natural number. Now is this a subset of this? Okay, how we check this? See, even natural numbers, which are the even natural numbers? 2, 4, 6, 8, 10 and so on. Okay, similarly natural numbers 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and so on. Okay, so now 2 belongs to this set, 2 belongs to that set also, 4 belongs to this set, 4 belongs to that set also, 6 belongs to this set, 6 belongs to that set also. Okay, 8 belongs to this set, obviously this continues, so there will be 8 also in this. 10 belongs to this set, there will be 10 also, and so on. Okay, so even natural numbers become subset of natural numbers, or you can think it like this. See, obviously every even natural number is a natural number. See, it is specified even natural number, so natural numbers which are even. Okay, this is a bigger set and this is just a part of this set. Okay, understood? So this becomes a subset. So now there is one question. Let's put this here and write 1, 2, 3 here. Now is this a subset of this? How we check? This is what empty set. Okay, empty set means doesn't contain any element. Okay, empty set. Okay, so I'll write it like this. See, so is there any element from this which doesn't belong to this? Okay, there is no element. Okay, there is no element in this which doesn't belong to this. So obviously we can say every element of this is a subset of, is an element of this. Okay, understood? There is no element of here that doesn't belong to this. Okay, so we will say this is a subset, and actually empty set is a subset of every set. Okay, I drop this. Next, one, two, three, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So this side 1, 2, 3, 4. That side 1, 2, 3, 4. So both the sides we have same set here. So now can we say that this is a subset of this? Okay, how we check? See, 1 belongs. Okay, 1 is there here, 1 is there here also. Correct? 2 is there here, 2 is there here also, 3 is there here, 3 is there here also, and 4 is there here, 4 is there here also. So we can say this is a subset of this, okay, because every element of this is an element of this, correct? Okay, last one in this I'll do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 1, 2, 3, 4. Now, obviously, this element doesn't belong to that set, correct? So this can't be a subset. You can write opposite way that 1, 2, 3, 4 is this subset of this, but you can't write this as a subset of that. Okay. Okay. So from this, you understood two things. First thing is empty set is a subset of every set. Empty set, that is phi, is a subset of every set. First thing. And second thing, every element or every set is a subset of itself. Every set is a subset of itself. Okay. Every set is a subset of itself. So I'll drop this. Okay. Next, subsets of real numbers. Subsets of real numbers. What are subsets of real numbers? See, real number is set, is written like this. Okay, set of real numbers. Then we know it goes like this. Here there is, if we try to draw a tree like this, then what we get here? Real numbers, then here we get rational numbers, we put symbol q, okay, and here we get irrational numbers, put symbol q complement, okay. Then in rational numbers we have integers, means below rational numbers we get integers, after that we get natural numbers, okay, understood? So this natural numbers, every natural number can be written as, okay, an integer, is an integer, every natural number is an integer, correct? Similarly, every integer can be written as rational number, and every rational number is a real number. From that we can write like this: n set of natural numbers is a subset of set of integers, natural numbers integers, and this integers is a subset of rational numbers, rational, okay, and rational numbers, set of rational numbers is a subset of real numbers. Okay. Similarly, irrational numbers, set of irrational numbers is a subset of real numbers. Irrational set of real numbers. Okay. So this is how it goes. Next, we'll learn what are intervals. This is very important. Intervals. as a subset of real numbers. So see, intervals as subset of real numbers. See, now we can write natural numbers from 1 to 5, correct? If you are told find natural numbers from 1 to 5, so what we will say? 1 2 3 4 5, and in set you can write it 1 2 3 4 5. Okay, if there is symbol less than here, I will exclude this. If there is symbol less than or equal to, I include this. If there is symbol less than here like this, I will exclude this. Equal to is there, I will include that. Okay, these things you know, this type of examples you already did. Now if you are asked real numbers, if it is x belongs to n here, or x belongs to z, or x belongs to integers, you can easily write this set. But if you are asked x belongs to r, how to write this? Okay, because there are infinitely many real numbers between these two. Okay, see 1.1 also is a real number, 1.01 also is a real number between these two, 1.001. So near 1 only there are many numbers. Imagine how many numbers will be there in this. Okay, so how we write this? We can't write it in the set, okay, as a raster form. So there is a method of writing that. Okay, we write it as intervals. So for that what we take? We just take two numbers a comma b belongs to r. Okay, where a is less than b. A comma b belongs to r such that a less than b means what? We are taking two numbers which are real numbers such that this number is smaller than this. Okay, for example 2 comma 3 like this. Okay, 2 and 3. So first one, closed interval. Okay, closed interval a comma b is equal to x such that x belongs to r and a less than or equal to x less than or equal to b. Now what is the meaning of this? This means if we write like this 2 comma 3, okay, that means we are saying that x such that x belongs to r and x 2 less than or equal to x less than or equal to 3 means every real number which belongs to 2 and 3, which is between 2 and 3 belongs to this set. Okay, we denote it like this. Okay, in set builder form we write it like this, and in interval form we denote it like this. Okay, this means that we are talking about a set in which the elements which are between this 2 and 3. Okay, this 2.01, 2.02, 2.03 all will belong to this. Okay, 2.94, 2.45, 2.76, everything will belong to this set. Okay, including 2 and 3. Okay, if there are square brackets, that means it is less than or equal to and greater than or equal to. Okay, if there are square brackets means we include this 2 and this 3 also in that set. Okay, whenever there is square bracket here, that means we include this 2 also in that, 3 also in that. Okay, this is called as closed interval. And on the real number line, how we show it? We show it like this. See, you can mark 0 here, 1 here, 2 here, 3 here, -1, -2. This is the real number line. This continues. So our required number is between 2 and 3. So what we do? Just draw two circles here, okay, and dark those circles, okay, like this. Then just make this line also little dark, okay. So on the real number line we show it like this, okay. This is called as closed interval. Similarly, next is open interval, second type, okay. A comma B. So whenever we put round bracket like this means this element doesn't belong to that. For example, x such that x belongs to R and A less than or equal to x less than B. This means what? This element doesn't belong. Okay, means what? C. If we write 2 and 3, then 3 will not belong to that set. Okay, we can't write 3 in that. We will write here less than. Okay, and on this, what we do? One circle is dark here, and one circle we just put a circle there. Okay, don't make it dark. If that element doesn't belong, this means that 3 is not belonging to this set. Okay, 3 is not belonging to this set. Understood? So this is called as open interval. Okay, including A and excluding B. Okay, similarly, if I exclude A and include B, then what we get? This will become like this. This will be less than or equal to. Okay, that means what? If I take example 2 and 3, then this 2 will not belong now and 3 will belong. Okay, understood? So it will become like this. This 2 is not belonging, but 3 is belonging now. Okay, and this will be dark and this will not make dark. Okay, like this. Just draw a small circle there. So this is open interval, including A and including B and excluding A now. Okay, including B now. We include B there, but we exclude A. Okay, and last type is open interval. Okay, we are excluding both. Means what? Like this, and we are excluding both here now. For example, this, and here we are making this also open. Okay, so there are 4 types. First type is we include first one and second one also. Okay, second type is we include one, exclude other. Okay, like this. And last type is we exclude both. There are 4 types of intervals. Okay, and on real number line we show it like this. Okay, so I'll rub this. These are 4 types of intervals that we are learning. Okay, now there can be any number. For example, if I put -2 and 3, okay, that means what? X such that x is a real number, and what we do? -2 we write less than or equal to x less than 3. Why we put less than or equal to here? Because that is square bracket. Okay, and what is the meaning of this? That means that 2 is there in that set. -2 is there in that set, but 3 is not there in this set. Okay, it is the meaning of this. Understood? Now, similarly, okay, so this is easy. I will ask it other way around. For example, x such that x belongs to R and 4 less than x less than or equal to 6. How we write it? In interval form. How we write it in interval form? See, 4 less than x less than or equal to 6. So what will it become? Since there is less than symbol, we put round bracket and we write 4 comma 6, and since there is less than or equal to sign, we put square bracket. Okay. So what we do basically, we put both these numbers inside bracket, putting comma in the middle, and wherever there is less than, we put round bracket, wherever there is less than or equal to, we put square bracket. Okay. This is one example. One more I will do. See, what will happen if we are just given like this, x less than 2. How to write this in interval form? X less than 2. How we write this in interval form? See, x less than 2, but x greater than what? Which is, it is not given, okay? X greater than what? So, which is the number below x? That we don't know here now, okay? Which is the number below x? That we don't know. So, how we write it? How we find it? So, x less than 2 less than. If there is no restriction here, we put here minus infinity, okay? We put here minus infinity, and we always put less than sign here, okay? Actually minus infinity, we say the number which is smaller than all the numbers, okay, or greatest negative number we can say here, okay. In negative side, real numbers, negative real numbers, this is smaller than all the negative numbers, okay. We can't say it as negative number, but it is smaller than all the negative numbers, okay. Minus infinity, negative of infinity, smaller than all the negative numbers. So we denote it like this. So whenever we see like this, x less than 2 and there is no restriction this side, what we do? We just put minus infinity there, okay. And what will become now? How will write it in interval form? So there is less than sign here, so I will put round bracket, minus infinity, comma 2 round bracket, and this sign must be always less than. If you are putting minus infinity or that side plus infinity, this sign should be always less than, okay, remember that. Next, if I write x greater than or equal to 5, now how we write this? See, I told that x is greater than or equal to 5, so x is greater than or equal to 5. This we can write like this also, 5 is less than or equal to x, correct? See, 2 is greater than 1, so obviously 1 is less than 2, like that I am writing, okay. So x is greater than or equal to 5, so obviously 5 is less than or equal to x. I am trying to write it in this form, a less than or equal to x less than or equal to b. So in this form, obviously you can see there is less than or equal to, less than or equal to here. So if you see symbol like this, you rotate it, okay, whenever you see symbol like this. Next, now there is no restriction this side, so what we do? We put less than sign here and we put infinity here. Whenever there is restriction in positive side, we put less than sign here and we put infinity here. So what we get? See, since this is less than or equal to, I put square bracket, then 5, then infinity and round bracket. And remember, for round infinity there is always round bracket, okay. So next, if I am given like this, 3 greater than or equal to x greater than or equal to 1, okay. So what to do? Just reverse this, okay, because we want it like this, okay. So if 3 is greater than or equal to x greater than or equal to 1, so we can write it as like this, 1 less than or equal to x less than or equal to 3. So whenever we are given greater than sign, just reverse that, okay. So this is 1 less than or equal to x less than or equal to 3. So how we can write it? I'll put square bracket since there is less than or equal to. I'll put 1 here and I'll put 3 here. Understood? Next. So now we will actually understand how we write real numbers, positive real numbers, non-negative real numbers or negative real numbers in the form of interval. See, non-negative real numbers. Means what? The real numbers which are not negative, means they will start from where? Obviously 0 is not negative, so they will start from 0 and then it will continue. So real numbers which start from 0 and then continue, okay? 0, then 0 0.01, 1, 2, 3, 4, all, okay? All the real numbers. So first number will be 0 there, and this side what we will put? Since there is no restriction this side, put infinity here, okay? So, and remember, for infinity we always put round bracket, okay? And for this you have to check. See, they are non-negative real numbers, so obviously 0 will belong to this side. So this will be 0, infinity. Now if you ask positive real numbers, now only positive numbers you asked, so we write round bracket 0 to infinity. So we can't exclude 0 now here, okay? So round bracket 0 to infinity. If you ask positive real numbers, round bracket 0 to infinity. That means 0 is not included, but next number is there. For example, 0.001. This is also there, okay? We can't write here 1 to infinity positive real numbers because 0.001 is there, 0.5, all numbers are there in positive real numbers. That's why you have to put just round bracket there and then round bracket this side also. Then if you ask negative real numbers, what do we do? We put round bracket here. Since we ask negative, what do we do? We write minus infinity to 0 and we put round bracket here, okay? Since you asked negative, okay, and 0 is not negative, minus 0.0001, this is also negative, but 0 is not negative. That's why we can write it, whenever you ask negative real numbers, you have to write it like this, okay? From minus infinity to 0. This means what? All the numbers between minus infinity and 0. This means what? All the numbers between 0 and infinity, okay? And we asked set of all real numbers. What do we do? See, they are negative also, they are positive also, okay? All the numbers are there. So we write minus infinity to infinity and we put round bracket. And remember, for this we always put round brackets, infinity and minus infinity. So these are the set of real numbers, okay? So I'll rub this. Okay, so next we'll think that we are going to learn is power set. Now, what is a power set? Power set is actually collection of all subsets, okay? See, if you have set like this 1, 2, 3, okay? So what are the possible subsets of this? See, first thing is empty set is a subset of every set, we know. So this is a subset of this. Now if we write 1 here, okay, means only one element I am writing 1. This is a subset of this, this is one more possible subset of this. So all the possible subsets of this will come, means all the possible subset of this set will come in power set of this set. Okay, so this is one possible subset, other is 2, singleton 2 like this, other is singleton 3. Next thing is 1 2, even this will belong C, 1 comma 2, similarly 2 comma 3, similarly 1 comma 3, and last thing what will be there, 1 2 3. So these are all the possible subsets of this set. Okay, this how we find this, just have to find all the possible subsets of this. Okay, so different combinations you have to find. First what we do, with 0 elements, with no elements we get empty set. Then with 1 element how many subsets can we get, then we find with 2 elements how many subsets we can get, then we find with 3 elements how many possible subsets we get. Okay, first starts with 0 elements, then start with 1 element, with 1 element how many subsets we can get, then with 2 elements how many subsets we can get, and with 3 elements how many subsets we can get. Okay, so and how we write this power set, write it like this, if A is this, then power set of A, that is P of A, write it like this, P of A is equal to, and we write a big subset, and inside that we write all the subsets of this and put comma, empty set first one, then we can write here this full set A. Okay, we can write A also, or we can write 1 2 3 also, then singleton 1 2 3, then 2 elements together, 1 2 2 3 and 1 3. So these are all the possible elements, and don't get confused here, this we can write 1 2 3 also if you want. Okay, okay, 1 2 3 you write, or just write A there, no problem. So these are all the possible subset of A. See, first curly bracket here, last curly bracket here, and inside that all those possible subsets of are there. Okay, now see how many elements are there in this, 3, and how many elements are there in this, 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8. So 8 elements are there. So actually number of possible subsets for a set with 3 elements are 8. Okay, which belongs to power set of A. Okay, so if you are given set A with n elements, number of A is m, imagine, then number of power set of A is equal to 2 raised to m. Okay, number of power set of A is 2 raised to m. This is also number of possible subsets of A. Number of possible subsets of A. Okay, so these many subsets we can get, or these many elements will get in the power set of A. This you can verify here. See, we have 3 elements, and 2 raised to 3 is what? 8. You can write with, you can try with 4 elements, 5 elements, and check whether you get same answer. Okay, so this you have to remember. And rub this. Okay, so we'll continue this in the next class. Till then, thank you very much and have a nice day. Okay.